up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. Today's video, we are going to be trying to tame down I hate to even say the word tame. We're trying to create a relationship, a positive, great relationship with my friend here, Manny. And you guys can ignore the junk and everything all around the house right now. I wanted to go ahead and I literally stopped what I was doing when I came home because, as you guys know, Mangrove Monitors love to dig around, hide in little holes and stuff. And so as soon as I got home and saw he was out, I was like, this is the perfect opportunity to start this journey with you guys of creating that everlasting great bond with my mangrove. So as you guys might know, a lot of people depict mangrove monitors to just hide all the time. They don't bother their mangrove. They just want it to do its own thing in its enclosure. And I don't want that kind of relationship. I want, with all of my animals, I want to be able to pull them out and they not be scared of me and me not have that fear of them wanting to pretty much kill me because I don't socialize them. I'm never with them. It's like having a real friendship. You know, if you're never with that person or never with, you know, that friend or whatever, that relationship gets tarnished, you know, and I don't want that to happen. So I bought these bike gloves. They're pretty thick. I bought these bike gloves for a little protection, just in case, you know, Manny decides to bite me. Of course, we're trying to create that relationship. So in real life, if you go up to someone and, you know, they don't want to talk to you, they can smack you across the face and say, "Get out my face." You know what I mean? And so we don't want that type of relationship. We want to continue to build that bond with here, Manny, and one day create a ambassador out of Manny so that we can spread that mold. But I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. Manny's trying to run away already, but we're gonna hop straight into this video, and pretty much it's just me just talking the whole time, and just trying to fill you guys in on me and Manny's first day of maintaining or creating the everlasting bond of a lifetime. All right, so we've gotten him out. This here is Manny. And so basically, what we're gonna do is just continue just to let him just roam around in our hands. I'm a little worked out right now because he ran out of his cage. As you guys know, mangroves, and as I've said, mangroves are very, very skittish, especially in this phase of their life. My plan is to make my mangrove super docile, super friendly, more friendly than an Asian water monitor. So basically what I'm doing right now is just allowing him to walk around in my hands, letting him know that, hey, my owner is not a threat to me. I want to put in that skull of his right now, start instilling in that skull of his right now that I am not an issue to him. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm not trying to eat him. And I try to speed up. So if he's moving slow, I move slow. I try to keep calm. Animals can read when you're nervous and stuff, and they can tell when you're scared and skittish. So you want to try to stay as calm as possible so that your animal stays calm. And so I want to stay calm so that Manny is calm here and doesn't feel threatened at all. And I'm not squeezing him by any means. I'm literally just letting him walk through my hands here. And if you guys have seen anything with Nerd, you know, with him, and this is all just trial and error, to be honest. I'm just trying to see if this works, and I want to document the whole thing. But I've been watching a lot of videos from Nerd with his Asian water monitors. And what I like to do with Manny is I like to squeeze around his head. And with the bite gloves, you can do that without, and so let's take it one step at a time. So basically, what I want to do with Manny is what they do over at Nerd. And with that, I'm saying, you know, Nerd takes his water monitors when they come fresh out of the egg, and he starts. So right here, I just want to let him chill. See, he wants to run. And it's good to know I'm all over the place, I'm sorry. It's good to know the mannerisms of your animal. You should know when he's gonna dart. Like, I just felt that he's gonna dart. But basically what Nerd does is Nerd will take his water monitors and he'll rub around their head, you know, letting them know like, hey, this guy is not a threat. You know, see how my Mangrove is wanting to turn away, and Manny is wanting to turn away. I think he has something in his throat, to be honest, or in his mouth, or hopefully hopefully he doesn't have a respiratory infection, because he's opening his mouth a lot, and it's not like defensive or anything. It's just like trying to breathe type of deal. But yeah, what he does over with Nerd is, you know, he'll rub around the head, you know, reassuring, getting those tongue flicks, reassuring that, hey, you're not in any danger. He takes it, you know, very, very slow. He allows the lizard to process what's going on. He doesn't rush anything, you know, with them. I honestly think something is in his mouth, man, or he has an upper respiratory infection. I'm gonna take him to the vet here pretty soon. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, come here, come here, come here. All right, so like that, I took my eyes away for a second, and boom, he got out of my hands. There we go. Come here, come here. Come here, buddy. It's okay. It's okay. And honestly, I know people like to say sometimes it's cringy talking to your animals in like a, you know, like a low, like a baby talk, but for me, that keeps me calm. You know, when I talk like a baby, or talk like I'm talking to a baby. Like, oh, it's okay, you know, reassuring, you know, letting them know that everything is gonna be okay. And like I say, with the bite gloves, I can take a nap from him and things should be okay, you know? I've never had bite gloves before, and I bought it for this purpose, to be able to tame. I wanna be able to one day take these gloves off and be able to tame, you know, confidently grab, you know, Manny, grab some of my other monitors, and not have that fear of they're gonna nab me. Now, you have to always steer clear, because, you know, just like you know, you as a human, you can have a pissed off day and don't want anybody in your face. So you have to, again, go back to reading your animal and knowing, you know, when they don't want to be bothered. And, you know, sometimes we can have human error and we think that they want to be bothered and they don't, and they can nab you. A lot of the times it's probably just a feeding response. So I would just pay attention to the times that you are feeding. Put your animals on a schedule of feeding so that, you know, you can kind of gauge, and they can gauge, and they can learn that, hey, this is feeding time, or hey, like, no, this is time to come out. My plan with my animals is to one day have like a reptile zoo, a petting zoo one day. I want to be able to have, you know, people from all around the world come in and, you know, check out these amazing animals that I've collected and that I care so dearly about. And, you know, my major goal with that and with this channel and with everything is to change the narrative of reptiles. A lot of people see reptiles as these bad animals. And honestly, I grew up in a household where having reptiles was not okay, because you see videos on Discovery Planet and, you know, all these different programs that narrate these animals to be just terrible, you know. And even when you read on Google, and all these videos and stuff just make these animals to be bad things, you know, make them be bad, you know, they narrate them to be bad, and that is not the case. I mean, here we have, like I say, a Mangrove Monitor who is, you know, typically portrayed as a monster out in the wild. But here we got this beautiful baby who is, you know, not wanting to kill me at all. Right now, he just wants to get away. You know, we're trying to break that out of him to where he doesn't want to get away anymore. But that's my goal. Like, I want people to, like, understand that reptiles are not as bad as you might think they are, or what the media portrays them to be. And I think that's what a lot of the hobbyists do. And I hate to call it a hobby because it's a full-time job, but I think that's what a lot of the people, content creators, are trying to do in this space, is trying to help you and myself first educate us, while also trying to kill that narrative, because it's a terrible narrative to have. It's almost like black people in America. Black people in America are seen as these criminals, and that's not everyone. We're not all bad people, there's bad people in every race, but to put everyone in one basket, or put every reptile in one basket and say they're bad, is not cool, and so that's what I want to do with my channel here, and as well as just show my wildlife and enjoyment of what I do from day to day. But as you can see, Manny is kind of, slowed down a little bit. He's still trying to find like an escape route. But he's not as, he's not as frantic trying to find that escape route. He's more of like, just like creeping around and, trying to, snooping around, trying to find that go-to route so he can get the heck away from here. But kind of back to that point though, where I mentioned, trying to break that narrative. Like I said, I grew up in a household like that, and what I've been doing with my animals is, showing my mom like, hey, just pet it, just play with it. And all of a sudden she's like, oh wow, I really like that. My dad, he's not really, scared of reptiles and stuff. He actually wants a Komodo dragon, which is insane. But, even with him, I'm like, hey, he's so fascinated. He's like, wow, what is that? And I'm explaining it to him like, oh, this is a Mangrove Monitor. This is really cool. And he's enjoying it. He loves it. My siblings, my sister, she's like, I'll never come to your house. And I send her cute little pictures and stuff. And, I show her the engagement that I have with my animals and some of the things that we do, like training and stuff. And she's just blown out of this world. And so it's just, that's my mission. That's my goal with all of this. I want to be able to one day die and people can say that Malik loved his animals, and with how much love with the love that he had, with the amount of passion and stuff that he had for his animals, and the way he educated me and all this other stuff, it instilled in me to, be an animal lover and reptile lover and not fear them, and in a sense, invite them in. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to do with this, whole, just, like I say, this channel, but just that's just my mission in life. I want to, break the barrier between humans and reptiles and animals as a whole. So, yeah. But what we're gonna do here to wrap this all up, I'm going to just gonna continue to wrap around. Those tongue flicks are very, very important right now. As you can see, he's not tongue flicking, so that means that either he is in this sense, it seems like he's just not curious. He's just curious and looking around, or tired it out. But tongue flicks are very good. It means that they're interested. That means that they're trying to figure out the environment. But it could also mean that they're terrified, frightened. And in this sense, it's like he's not giving me the vibe. You see, he's still looking around. He's not giving me the vibe of, I'm frantically trying to get away. In this sense, he's just using his mangrove tendencies to walk around and, of course, find a way out, because that's just instilled in him. But we're going to get that out of you, buddy. We're going to get that out of you. So, as you know, with Nerd, they're wiping around the mouth, letting him know, hey, this is okay. You can have someone come and pet you, and this is okay, because once you get big, I want to use you as an ambassador, a Mangrove Monitor ambassador. Imagine that. Imagine that. You're gonna be so good, buddy. Manny, me and you are gonna knock down barriers, brother. We're gonna knock down barriers, brother. Yes, sir. It's kind of hard to do it with these big gloves, and of course I want to one day advance to just using my hands, but it's baby steps. This is just day one of me trying to tame my monitor, Manity. Tame my monitor, Manny, my Mangrove Monitor, Manny. And, like I say, one day have him as a monitor ambassador. You guys remember this day. Mark the date. Manny is going to be one of the first Mangrove Monitor ambassadors. I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. This is just day one of trying to tame down Manny and create that long-lasting relationship that's going to change the world. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Be sure to spread love, not hate. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Doing the kiss, Manny. Mwah. He gave you guys a kiss. All right, guys, I'll see you. Oh, he's gone.